Good morning. Pastor Parker, the clergy, families and friends. Yesterday afternoon, Miss Kara asked me to speak as a neighbor. And of course, I was like Janice. I couldn't say no. I may not take quite as long as Janice, but I just
God bless you, Miss.
I've known Mary about as long as Janice has. I met Mary in 1958. But I went to work at Brooklyn Field and I couldn't drive, still don't do too good yet. But I rode to Brooklyn Field with her husband, Doc. And she was such a sweet person, so nice and kind. When Ricky was born, we were on the 3 to 12 shift. And Ricky came home from the hospital that day with his mom. When we got on Washington Avenue, I think it was still 5th Street, Doc said, "You all got to go in and see the baby. My baby came home today." Can you imagine, after 12 o'clock, somebody coming in the bedroom for you to lift up the baby to let them see this newborn? Mary was just as sweet and serene and smiled, and we oohed and awed over Ricky, and then we went out. Mary lived, sometimes I count the houses from my house up to Mary's when I'm walking, but of course I don't remember how many it is, but it's about 12 houses. So the dictionary tells us that a neighbor is someone who is in close proximity. But the Bible also gives us some other definitions, such as the one found in the Good Samaritan. When they was told this story, and Jesus asked them who was the neighbor, and his answer to them was, the one who showed him mercy.
Yeah.
Mary fits that description. Mary was a quiet, giving, supportive person. Anything that had to take place on the street, if you asked Mary for help, she did it with a smile. She cared about her neighborhood. Her yard is always pretty. And she will share those lilies and other flowers with you. You know, some folks have all this stuff in their yard. You say, "Can you give me a cut?" "Oh, no, honey." Not Mary Della. I called her Mary Della, and many of you did. In later years, I found out that was not her name. But she didn't ever correct her. She just answered and smiled. Her name is Mary Ardella, I believe it is. But she answered to Mary Della with a smile all of the time. Mary lived in the house by the side of the road. It might be called a street, but the poet wrote some lines that are so indicative of what Mary Della was. Now I'm sort of like Thomas Jr. I better try to get these glasses down there. So I memorized this poem years and years and years ago because it was a favorite of my mom. Ironically, we did live in a house by the side of the road. And this poem has always stuck with me. And maybe in my old age, I may try to memorize it, but I thought I'd better get a copy of it for today. I'm only going to read to you 2 stanzas of this poem, but I think this would be the message that Mary would say. Let me live in a house by the side of the road, where the race of men go by. The men who are good and the men who are bad. She had some of those neighbors, as good and as bad as I. I would not sit in the scorner's seat, nor hurl the cynic's ban. Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. I see from my house by the side of the road, by the side of the highway of life, the men who press with the ardor of hope, the men who are faint with strife. But I turn not away from their smiles nor their tears, both parts of an infinite plan. Let me live in my house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. Amen.
Good morning, good evening, everyone. For those that don't know me, not many in here that don't know me, I was her granddaughter, Ricky's daughter. It's a lot I can say about my grandma. A lot I can say about my grandma. My earliest memories was me, Carlisha, Sorsha, Tierra, Toy. Maybe Toy, I don't know. But we were little, coming to Sunday school. She was our Sunday school teacher. Then we had to talk because Daddy was the superintendent. And if we didn't listen in class, didn't talk, she told Daddy, she told Tony, she told Val, and we got in trouble. Then after church, we had to go to a tea every Sunday. Every Sunday, it was a tea somewhere. And you think that when you get older, she'll say, okay, y'all don't have to go no more, which she did. But as soon as you hit the door, I need $5. $5. Or I think the last one I remember was a pancake dinner somewhere. And I said, Grandma, Applebee's don't serve pancakes. She said, but still, I need a donation. I say that to say my grandmama, she, and all of her grandchildren, Tonyo, Thomas, everybody, she always pushed us. Everybody know her from the church, Miss Sanders. But the Watson Avenue Miss Sanders, she pushed us. She pushed us. Me and Carlisha, summer school, night school. She was there. She was trying to give Daddy money to help pay for school. She pushed us. She went off on us. Good. She always wanted the best in all of us. And my friends will tell you that come to the house, she don't sugarcoat nothing. Don't care who's around. She gonna tell you how she feels. She gonna say it with love and kindness.
That's right.
But she gonna make sure that you know exactly what she means.
Yes.
And I love her, and I'll never forget some of the things that she's told me. I'll never forget them. Even waking me up 6 o'clock in the morning to run her somewhere because she got a meeting, or run her to wherever's past Mount Vernon, I don't know. She used to work me, but I'm gonna miss her, and thank y'all. And before I forget, if you see us with the hats on, they are all my grandmother's hats. So.
First, let me give an honor to God, who is the head of my life.
Amen.
To the pulpit, to the family. Woo, y'all, this is a tough one for me. But God, at the end of the day.
Amen.
88 years. 87, I'm sorry. 87, my bad. 87. And 28 of those years, I was able to share in the wisdom, the faith, the knowledge, the strength that this lady has portrayed. From Watson Avenue to Pilgrim Rest AME Zion Church, all over, because everybody knew Miss Mary A. Della Sanders. She will be greatly missed, and I just want to sit back and piggyback again with Reverend Bracy with the New Testament. Aunt Carrie told me that 7 months ago, and I've held on to it. And for him to come in and give that same exact scripture, and I was getting ready to do the same thing. I said, it ain't no need. But I just want everybody to be encouraged, and I want everybody to stay strong, because that's what we are. And it is well, because she's no longer hurting. She is in peace. She is free, and she has nothing else to worry about. So to my family, we love y'all. Everybody, family, friends, we thank you for coming in and share with us. It is a time, but we thank God for the strength that we have in order to continue to go on.
Thank you all for the expression. Oh, excuse me, Ricky, I didn't see you.
I wasn't going to do this because I didn't know if I could. Because that was a rock. And I'm going to get in trouble. But I just want to just thank everybody. Everything that you've done, my family, me. Just thank you. Words can never express it. Let me put this down and go and start talking, because I know how Mom treated me. Okay? All right, I'm the baby. Everybody knows this. But just because I'm the baby don't mean that I got treated as the baby. All right? It's one of those situations where sometimes the baby had it rough. And the baby had it rough for a reason. And Bubba, don't be laughing over there, man. Sister tell you, it was like you was the baby. You know what I'm saying? And he got away with everything. My brother go out there and cut down my mama's flowers and go tell my mom that I did. That's what he did. Ooh, he telling us. That's the kind of stuff he did. And they didn't do it back then, because we still cut the grass. And when mom would come outside, I don't even know what's going on. I might be back in the backyard or something. Next thing I know, mom would come around there asking me, did you cut up something? I said, and I just look at him, you know. But I want to go into all that. I just want to just get a couple of things straight. My mom loved God. Amen. My mom loved her family. My mom loved her church. My mom loved each and every one of you. Everybody that she came in contact with, she had nothing but love. All these organizations she was in, I listened to Kimmy and Carlisha talking about they got drugged. I got drugged too. And the reason I got drugged was because they probably didn't have a babysitter for me, so I had to go. I was the youngest. But I want to share something with you. I was 17 years old when my father died. I was senior in high school. I didn't know anything about growing up. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to act. I didn't know how to act. God came and took him out of our lives. My mom stepped in a way like I've never experienced or witnessed or seen before, with not only me, but the rest of my family. You know? I always wondered why she had such demands and she was so strict. You know, y'all know us this nice young lady, just like Kim said. Y'all went on WASA. But I had to figure out that the reason my mom was so hard on my brother and myself is because we had lost our father. And the things that she saw in him that made her love him like she did. She wanted us to represent those same things. I looked at her how she loved my sister. My sister caught it with her. She loved my sister to death. They always thought it was me. And one thing I could say, it was no favoritism. Nobody was special. She didn't love nobody no more than she loved the other, because she loved all of us the same. Her sisters and her brothers, she loved y'all. She really did. Daughter-in-laws, son-in-laws, nieces, nephews, cousins. She loved all y'all. That's right. Now these grandchildren, that's all about something different. They tried to get me out the picture. But that wasn't gonna happen. I'll tell you how life is. Saturday when I went over there, and we were sitting up and we were reading, and I was reading a Sunday school lesson to her and show you just how God worked. I didn't know I was reading the wrong Sunday school lesson until I got to Sunday school Sunday. That I was reading her the wrong Sunday school lesson, but I was reading her the right Sunday school lesson. Because the Sunday school lesson that I was reading her was about family. And I kept talking to her about family Saturday. And I said, Mom, you know, at the end of the day, that's all we got.
That's
It's
right.
family. You know?
That's it.
And then my great niece was up in there and he was saying, oh, you know, he always think he the one. He think he the baby. He think he this. He think he that. And so I just looked at Mom. She was laying in the bed. I said, Mom, who your baby? I didn't do nothing but just look at them and I didn't have to say anything. But I want to say this before I sit down. My mom was built tough. And she was built tough to last.
That's right. That's right.
And she lasted for a reason. She lasted for a reason to get us in line. And the legacy that she left behind will never be forgotten. You know, I look at it like an architect, you know. An architect, you know, he draw out everything. And so I had to think about this thing, you know. I said, you know, God is the architect. And he already have everything drawn out, how it's supposed to be. He just need a builder to come through and implement that. And that's what my mom has done for not only me and my sister and my brother and the rest of my family. She's done that for a lot of y'all. Everybody knew her as Grandmama or Aunt Mary. One of the two. Affectionately, that's what they called her. My mom is going to be missed. She's gone, but she'll never be forgotten. Because one, I know I'll never forget her. And I know it's going to be times that I'll probably have to get up and talk in church again. And y'all didn't know that when I went home, my mom critiqued everything I said. And told me if it was all right. And the last time she heard me talk, she said, boy, I really appreciate what you said. Amen. So I just want to ask y'all to continue to pray for my family, pray for my church, because my mom loved this church. And look around and pray for each other. Because my mom loved life. She loved to teach, she loved to travel, she loved to instruct. She did, and she lived a full life. I was talking to Reverend Parker the other day, and I know everybody been looking at me because everybody been saying, well, you know, how Rick doing, how Rick doing, how Rick doing. Mom been working on me for a long time. So I know what I got to do. And I know what I can't stop. And at the end of the day, if I can live half the life, half the life that my mom did, if I could be loved by half the people that loved her, then just like my mom, the living won't be in vain.
Amen. Sister Mary Sanders lived